None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name. Of course.
None of that is valid. None of that is law. Yes, you can be charged.
Everything, all the laws and statutes that you guys go by
are legal.
Corporations. They're for
still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not
still
a corporation. I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
Yeah, the all caps name is that.
This sovereign citizen walks into court facing up to 25 years in prison for an embezzlement charge. He stole a lot of money from some business where he was working with them, and he ended up stealing their money. And obviously that's not a smart idea. You know, not a lot of people do that, but on top of this dude is a sovereign citizen going up against a very harsh judge who doesn't put up with the sovereign citizen nonsense. But still, obviously he's going to try to bring this sovereign citizen BS into court, even though the judge is just going to tear him to shreds here. It's honestly so satisfying to watch this sovereign citizen get absolutely humbled by a judge right here. Yeah, guys, let's dive in and watch this no-nonsense judge absolutely rip apart this sovereign citizen idiot.
What's your name?
I'm here representing Brian Musgrove.
You're Brian Musgrove?
I'm here representing.
I have no idea what that means, so why don't you come up to the podium?
I tried to.
Nope, yeah, stand in front of the thing. So what is your name?
Brian Joseph Musgrove.
Okay, are you an attorney? What's your P number?
I'm not an attorney.
So then you can't represent Brian Musgrove. So you are a defendant, correct?
I'm an executor on that estate.
Okay, so none of that is valid or legal. So you have an attorney?
He's not doing nothing for me.
Okay, that wasn't my question. Do you have an attorney? Yes or no?
I have, yeah, he was supposed to be representing me, but.
So you have Michael Dagger Margosian. Okay, so he's your attorney. Okay, so go have a seat. When Mr. Dagger Margosian gets here, I'll call your case, okay? Oh, there he is. So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, this is a date and time set for pre-trial in this matter. Mr. Musgrove said that he was appearing on his own behalf. I did verify he is not an attorney, and you are still the attorney of record. So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, how do you wish to proceed?
Well, Your Honor, I am aware that Mr. Musgrove wants to present information to the court. I'm happy to be standby counsel if he wants to represent himself. Obviously, this court would have to go through the colloquy of that, but obviously it's Mr. Musgrove's legal right to at least ask the court to do that. So I'm here to observe at this point.
All right. So, Mr. Musgrove, when you were at the bench or up at the podium before, you said that you were appearing on behalf of yourself. So, Mr. Musgrove, are you asking to no longer have counsel represent you?
Well, what I'm understanding is that the courts is a private for-profit.
So, Mr. Musgrove, I know where you're going with this, and none of that is valid. None of that is law.
I'm not the all caps name. Of course.
None of that is valid. None of that is law. You are standing in my courtroom. I have jurisdiction over you. So.
I tried to file paperwork with the clerk's office ahead of time so that you would have time to review it, and they denied me.
I know what you're talking about. None of that is valid under the law of the state of Michigan or the Constitution of the United States of America.
What do you mean it is?
No.
The Supreme Court says it is.
What does it say it is?
The Supreme Court says that we were at the age of 18, we were supposed to claim our minor status.
Nope, not valid.
It's literally 2026 and we still have people like this coming into court acting like they know the law better than a judge. Like, I'm pretty sure a judge who goes over it, I mean, it's at least 7 years to get your bar license from what I know in the state of Michigan. And add that on top of all of the years you actually need to practice the law itself. You're looking at up to probably 20 years at least to be a judge. So I really just don't know why clowns like this guy with the Sovereign Citizen Mumbo Jumbo Act try to act like they know more than a judge. And if I know correctly, I'm pretty sure his charge is something with like a small misdemeanor regarding like a traffic law or something like that. So it's really nothing that serious, and you probably just need to pay a fine or spend a few days in jail. I mean, it really just takes one search, look up Sovereign Citizens on YouTube, and then you'll find a video like this guy's similarly, and they just lose. Like, there's nothing else to it. It's honestly just a humiliation ritual at this point.
So here's what I would say to you. Mr. Dagger Markosian is, like most of our public defenders, exceptional attorneys and very well versed in the law and very experienced. He gives legal advice. You may not like the legal advice, but it's usually good advice. I've never had anyone from the public defender's office not wholeheartedly try to represent their clients. So what you are talking about is not valid, and it is not going to get you out of this case. You're not going to be able to say all those things because it's not valid.
Everyone in this, involved in this court case has a financial interest in the case. It's what is.
I don't have a financial interest in your case. I get paid by the state of Michigan, whether you plead, whether it gets dismissed. I don't make any money off you. We have budgets. The court system is not a profit generating revenue. We are here to represent people so that people who are charged with crimes are protected. People who are victims of crimes are protected. And that's why we have.
But in order for there to be a crime, there has to be a victim. There is no.
Well, there is a victim in this case.
The victim
because
would be the company. And the
you are
company,
charged.
I can't face. the
Actually,
company.
just hold on. So your crime that you are charged with, which you are innocent as of this time, let me grab the right file, is failure. Oh, this is let me see. This is an embezzlement charge. So you are charged in count one with embezzlement 50,000 or more, but less than 100,000. That being an agent, servant, or employee of Hardwoods of Michigan Industries did convert to your own use without the consent of your employer or principal, industrial tools and equipment in the amount of $68,938.40 or money or equipment. And that's a 15-year felony. So if you are found guilty by a jury, you can go to prison for up to 15 years. You're charged in count two with using a computer to commit a crime. To facilitate the charge in count one, that carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison. And the way the statute's set up, I can actually stack those possibly. So you potentially could be looking at up to 25 years in prison. So the victim that's alleged in this would be that business.
Right, and I can't face that accuser because that business can't get on the stand for me to ask questions. And a third party.
But their
can't stand
representative
it.
can. Yes, they can. Yes,
They
they
can?
can. Yes, they
Okay.
can. So I have 189,000 of student loan debt that was forgiven to be a lawyer. You do not. And Mr. Dagger Margosian, Mr. Isaac Sneed, all of the attorneys here went to law school to know the law, and their job is to advise you of the law. So
Yeah,
yes, they
they're
can.
going-
Yes,
They're
you
going
can be
by
charged.
everything, all the
can't-
laws and statutes that you guys go by
Are
for
legal.
corporations. They're for
Still a crime. Still a crime.
But I'm not
Still
a
a
fictitious
crime.
corporation, I'm a living person.
Yep, and that's why you're
Okay.
standing in front of me. If you were dead, the case would be dismissed.
Yeah, the all caps name is that.
That means nothing. That's not valid. It's
Okay.
not legal.
So yeah, it turns out this dude is not actually in court for a traffic violation. My bad, guys. I probably got him mixed up with another sovereign idiot, but the same thing applies. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I'm not going to rant on that because I already did, but this dude literally could be facing up to 25 years and he's treating this like he's talking to his ex-wife or something, just acting passive aggressive and whatnot. And it's obviously not going to work. And like, honestly, I feel like the only way you can like get around this kind of stuff if you're a judge is to just be sarcastic like this judge is being. I mean, I think she's handling this absolutely perfectly right now. And I feel like this is the only way you can handle these idiots. I mean, they won't just, you can't really argue with them because their IQ is so low. I mean, it's just not going to work. But you know, if you do sarcasm and you kind of just act like they're a little toddler, it kind of gets under their skin, like you could tell with this guy, and they're probably just going to shut up and get a lawyer or something. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this sovereign idiot. He ended up getting probation through all of this and has to pay everybody back. So slap on the wrist as always.